Yes, so today I want to talk about, tree crops. Specifically, I want to talk about, orange farming, and I want to give some tips. All right. Orange farming or orange is a long-term investment. Yes, it is not a short-term something. So going into it, you need to be aware that it's a long-term thing. You make money in the future, and you are setting it up, as sometimes as a retirement business or so. But this is why you need to know that, even though it is long-term investment, but it has the potential to give you income for decades, for years to come. Yes, for years. But you need to understand that even to give you income for decades, for years, it comes with different kind of things you need to be aware of. So first thing is that you have to understand the proper management and proper planning. Yes. With these things, you are, on a path to always have sustainable income for decades. And you know that, orange orchard is a very, very profitable and potential business opportunity in Liberia. Orange is consumed with physics, other juices, like currently during the season, we have to import from Sierra Leone. Most of the oranges people sell in the streets, they have to come from Sierra Leone because we are not actually producing it here on large scale. So we have to import some. So it's a serious business opportunity that I want to, make you aware of and maybe encourage you to go into. And this is it. I want to share this one. And this is it. An orange trees, can take few years before it start to bear. All right. But when it start to bear fruits, it's going to reward you for decades. Do you know that? For decades. For 20, 30 years, it will be able to reward you. Yes. So if you want to go into orange farming, or you already there, these are things that you need to know. So I want to share them with you quickly. First tip, choose the right variety. That's the first thing. You have to understand that there are different type of oranges. All right. So you have to choose a variety that is disease resistant. That is improved enough, to survive in our own Liberian condition in terms of climate and soil, and that is suitable for the land that you have acquired. And you have to know that healthy seedling produces healthy trees and good yield. The other thing you need to know is that you need to select a good site. Why do you need to be concerned about site? Because orange trees grow in well-drained soil, and that soil has to be a loamy soil. So agricultural students and people expect know that loamy soil is the kind of soil that is easily penetrable, and the roots will be able to penetrate easily and grow better. And also you need to be aware that orange trees, they like full sunlight. They don't like to be shaded. They need sunlight. They need a lot of sunlight. So you have to make sure you have a location that provide that. And then they also need area with good rainfall. Fortunately for Liberia, we are in a tropical area, so we got enough rainfall, and so tree crops do well here with our climatic conditions and so on. And you need to always avoid waterlogged or flood prone communities or locations because oranges or orange trees do not like waterlogged soil. Yes, they will not do well in it. And then the other thing you need to know is that you need to plan what healthy ceilings. Healthy ceiling is the foundation for a fruitful and successful uh, tree crop business. So you have to ensure that you have ceilings that are healthy. All right. And if you are not able to produce ceilings on your own as a farmer, you need to buy from reputable nurseries that are noted and to be credible, producing the best in terms of ceilings. You can buy from them and also plant. And we're talking about healthy ceilings. Remember that healthy ceilings are ceilings with real green leaves. Yes, it shows that they are healthy and they are also free from disease and pests. And then you also need to ensure that they have strong stems and roots. That shows that they are healthy. Quality ceilings are the foundation for productive orchard. All right. So you have to ensure that seeding is well taken care of. And you also have to be able to give the tree enough spacing. All right. Because spacing is needed to do a lot of things for the trees, all right? Because spacing will allow them to have good air circulation, better sunlight penetration, because they need enough sunlight. So if you give them good spacing, you are going to allow them to have better sunlight, all right? And when you have enough spacing, you will be able to easily manage your trees and provide maintenance. Yes, the fertilizer application, brushing, different kind of operations you need to take there. And this one you need to know it. Crowded trees produce low quality fruit. So when they are crowded out, you know that they will not produce the quality of fruit you need. Either tiny fruit or some fruit that low, deform and so on. So you have to make sure you give them the space so they can grow perfectly. So I want to share something about planting time for tree crops, especially for orange. All right, like in Liberia, commonly we try to plant our tree crops during the rainy season, which is understandable. All right, because the trees have to settle down and stabilize with water in the soil. So most time we use do during the rainy season. All right, but if you have the capacity to be able to water the ceilings when you have transplanted them, you can also transplant during the dry season. But it comes with a lot of work, all right? So you can have 3,000, trees planted and you have to water them every day. That's a huge task. So most time people transplant, and it is also advisable to transplant during the rainy season, all right? Yes. Yes, but also do not forget to feed your trees. Yes, you need to give them, good compost, all right? Yes, or well, rotten manure. They are also good for it. Okay, or maybe you can give them fertilizer based upon the needs of the soil you have. So you have to get information on the soil to know what fertilizer requirement needed. All right, then you can apply fertilizer regularly because they also need food to survive, and produce, and then bear the beds of fruit that you need. And I want to talk about pruning. You always need to prune your trees. Remove, the dead leaves, the dead stems, the dead branches. Remove the dead branches, the dead leaves, and all of the leaves, those diseased leaves, you remove them. And the crowded growth with different kind of things hanging on it, you gotta take some of the other ones so they got free to grow. And this one, you have to be patient. The time you would take to be able to grow, the trees to the level where it start to bear, it will take some time. So you have to be patient, all right? So for oranges, they take 3 to 5 years to start bearing fruit. So you have to be patient to take care of them, to maintain them and feed them to that stage, all right? So also depending on the variety and also whether you bought grafted, you will be able to go through that length of time before they can start bearing and then you start to harvest and sell. So patience is another kind of thing you have to, develop so that you are able to wait for the time. Yes, so finally, I want to let you know that orange farming is not a get rich quick business. No, not at all. Not at all. But it is a long-term investment that always able to reward farmers, abundantly. Yes. But then you have to be able to plan well, take care of your trees, and have the patience, all right, to wait and do all the different kind of practices that involve to be able to get that reward that will put smiles on your face and make you a Liberian millionaire farmer. Thank you. Have a very good day. And I said thank you for following. Always share the video, all right, and follow my page and share with other people so that we have more people, following and listening and learning and watching so that we all can collectively take steps in making food more available, affordable, and accessible. Have a good day.